All right, let's dive in. Today, we are talking about a tool called EinReport that's making a pretty bold promise to completely eliminate one of the most painful tasks in any office, building professional reports. You know what I'm talking about. If you've ever felt like you've lost entire days of your life staring at spreadsheets, you're going to want to hear this. I mean, really think about it for a second. That last big report you had to put together. How many days did you spend just hunting down data, wrestling with formatting, and then trying to write a coherent summary? It's a universal headache, right? And that's exactly what we're tackling today. But what if you could take that whole agonizing process and just shrink it? I mean, listen to this quote from a CFO, Marie Dupont. She said, "What took 3 days is now done in 30 seconds." Let that sink in. That isn't just a small improvement. That's a total game changer for how you work. So that's really the heart of what we're exploring. It's this huge contrast between the old way, the 3-day problem, and this brand new, unbelievably fast 30-second solution. Because we've all lived with the reality of manual reporting. It is a massive productivity killer. It's the bottleneck that holds up big decisions. It's so easy to make a tiny copy-paste error that throws everything off. And honestly, it's just a huge drain on the energy you should be using for creative, strategic work. And this is where EinReport steps onto the scene. So what is it exactly? Well, it's an AI-powered platform that's built to generate professional, high-quality reports for pretty much any industry you can think of. The magic here seems to be that it's been trained specifically on business data, so it actually gets the context and structure right. And the core promise is simple: results in seconds, not days. Okay, that sounds really powerful, but you might be thinking, is it going to be super complicated to use? Well, apparently not. The whole thing is designed to be incredibly simple. Let's actually walk through how it works because it's just 3 steps. Seriously, it's this straightforward. First, you just tell it what kind of report you need. You can pick from a huge library of over 150 templates, or you can literally just type out a description of what you're looking for. Step 2, you plug in your details, company name, the time period, that kind of stuff. And step 3, well, that's it. You're done. The report is generated by EinReport, and it's ready for you to download, copy, or send off. So we know it's easy to use, but is it a one-trick pony? Just how versatile is this thing? Let's take a look at the scope and the speed, because this is where the numbers get really, really impressive. Let's just do a quick fire round of the stats that matter. First off, there are over 150 different types of reports. We're talking everything from a quick SWOT analysis to a super detailed SEO audit. The range is massive. And it's not just for one type of business. It's built to cover more than a dozen different industries. So think finance, marketing, tech, HR, you name it, it's probably covered. But honestly, this is the number that just blows me away. The average time it takes to generate a report is less than 30 seconds. That is literally faster than it takes to get up from your desk and make a cup of coffee. And if we dig a little deeper into that industry coverage, you can see just how much is in there. For business and finance alone, you've got 30 different report templates. Marketing has 24, HR has 18, tech has 18, and the list just keeps going. This thing is seriously versatile. Okay, so the platform is fast, it's comprehensive, but is it any good? I mean, who's actually using this, and can you trust the output? Let's get into the social proof, because the data speaks for itself. So take a chief marketing officer, Sophie Laurent. She calls EinReport essential and points out something really important. The AI doesn't just dump data on you. It actually understands the context and gives you actionable recommendations. That's the difference between simple automation and a truly intelligent tool. And for anyone out there who deals with sensitive information, and let's be real, who doesn't? Security is everything. A CTO, Lucas Petit, specifically calls out the security and compliance reports, mentioning they cover major international standards like ISO 27001 and SOC 2. That is a huge stamp of approval. It means the tool is built to meet some of the strictest data protection requirements out there, and that builds a ton of trust. The usage numbers also tell a really interesting story. Just look at this. Over 2,300 companies are actively using EinReport, and together they've already generated almost 13,000 reports in 45 different countries. So yeah, this is not some small niche tool. It's got a proven global footprint. But for me, this might be the most powerful number of all. A 98.5% user satisfaction rate. Wow. I mean, when you see a number that high, you know the product isn't just working, It's actively making its users happy. And it's not just about that initial speed either. This platform is loaded with professional-grade features. You get that advanced AI and the top-tier security we talked about, but also things like custom branding so reports look like they came from you. You get multiple export formats and API to connect it to your other tools. It really is the whole package. So after seeing all of that, the question really shifts, doesn't it? It's not about what the platform can do anymore. It's about what you can do with it. What will you automate? Let's just boil it all down to one single idea. You can take that one report, the one you dread, the one that eats up days of your time, and you can turn that entire task into a simple 30-second action. That's the promise. And that leads us to the final, and I think the most important question of all. If you suddenly got all those hours back every single month, what could you really accomplish with that time? What are the big strategic projects you could finally tackle? The new ideas you could explore? The innovations you could bring to life? That's the real potential here, isn't it?